crap. I definitely look like Mr. Down back. But all right. So this is my wife. Hey, I get the trash, baby. So, look. So this video is obviously in the thumbnail, so I'm not even going. Okay, bro. Okay. It's about my homeboy asked me. He texted me. He said, "Is being a truck driver worth it?" So I decided to do some pros and cons. This is my wife, just in case she has insight, like from the wife's perspective. I brought her along, as y'all can see. When we first got together, I was owner operator, so she has more perspective on that for the most part. But she's also seen me in a over the road setting where I was like working for another owner, and she's seen me now as a home daily driver. So gonna run some shit off. First things first, the bread. Look, if you hop into trucking, you immediately over 50,000. Like that's your baseline. If you go and get it, if you drive, like, and y'all know what I mean, like if you work. Now keep this in mind, when you out on the road, this is just my personal opinion, I don't understand lazy drivers because you have nothing else to do, bro. Drive. Like you can drive up to 11 hours a day, you need a 30-minute rest in between periods. Now you can even do that on duty. I'll get into that in another video. Don't worry about that. I'll do like a series of like owner operator shit. I got y'all. Just make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and make sure y'all drop more questions because hell, I don't know what all y'all want to know. So I'll make a video about it if you ask. But what was I saying?
Money.
Oh yeah, money. So like you can come in depending on what the division you in, like flatbed, something like that. You can start off first year making 70,000, 74,000. I think I made like 72,000 my first year driving. So obviously the money is just, I mean, that's what everybody knows about it. You know what I'm saying? What comes with the money, pro, is the flexibility that comes with the money. So like, you live in this truck, right? For real, bro. If you don't want to get no car, like if you have nothing, if you're starting from the bottom, the absolute, like you ain't got no ties, no kids, no nothing. If you down bad, this shit can elevate you in a heartbeat because you hop in that truck, you take your ass to work, and then they do cash advances. So even if you go on the road, you can request like I think $100 or $200 a week to get you by, and then your check comes. So even if like you on your ass, nowhere else to go with this shit, you can hop in the truck and go. And then once the checks start coming in, you don't need no car, like because you're in the truck. You can rent a car while you're out there. You can, if you get tired of being in the truck, like if you gone for three weeks or something like that, you can get a hotel room. You go into like, I used to go to LA. I used to kick it in LA on the weekends. I used to kick it in Seattle on the weekends. Wherever I was, Atlanta, it didn't matter. Like I was like chilling. So like the flexibility that it brings for what you have to have like as like a home, like you don't have to pay for gas. I mean, you gotta pay for food on the road, but that's pretty much, you know what I'm saying, the max of it. So those benefits in themselves, top tier, bro. Top tier. Just like I wrote some shit down. Look, if y'all see me look over, I don't give a fuck, okay? That's me trying to make sure I'm hitting all the notes. Again, subscribe to your boy, but I'm just trying to make sure I hit all the notes. Okay, so the travel, like I said, like you get to really kick it, bro. And depending on what division you in, you get like the bread. Owner operator, I'll make a whole nother video on that. But let's just say my greatest week as an owner operator was 30K in a single week, and I think I only worked 4 of those days. Like, now that is rare. Do not get me wrong. Typically, I'm making like 10K a week, something like that, 10 to 15. But hey, just know that those high income like weeks are available. You can work with the military. You can work with fucking beam companies. I mean, you can work at the port. Like I delivered an airplane wing. I didn't even know that shit until I got there. And then they was like, yo, you want to tour the facility? So you get some cool experiences, like, and especially if you ain't never seen the world, like if you still young, you 21, 22, and you want to travel. I mean, that's the one and only time I seen Washington, D.C. So I did the living arrangements. I tackled travel. Let's get into some cons, just a few cons. Obviously, time away. You're going to miss your loved ones. You're going to miss your wife. Unless you don't. Now, there's a lot of y'all that go on the road, and y'all be gone. Y'all be having them second home. I've talked to old head drivers. I'm not gonna cap. Y'all devious when y'all get out there. So, but technically, trucking is a place for you too. If you just want to get away from the wife, I do not advise that. If you're not happy at home, It's gonna be hard to be happy on the road, but again, when you in them lounges, when you in the trucking lounge, and you watching the finals or you watching the Super Bowl, well, you gonna hear some shit. So look forward to that. Breakdowns and maintenance. Okay, so like when you first thinking about beginning driving, you're always thinking like, okay, I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna go here. Well, the details matter. If your truck break down, like your tire pop or anything like that, and you gotta pull over on the side of the road, and roadside gotta come to you, boy, that could be a whole goddamn day, boy. You could be out there for a while. I think the longest I've waited was like 9 hours for them to come and assist me so I can be able to get back on the road. And then remember, you only get 11 hours of drive for that day. So if you've been sitting there all day and you wasted your time, well, you probably got like an hour left to try to find a truck stop or somewhere safe to park for the night. So that's a con for you. Sitting in the truck all day, if you're an active person, that probably ain't gonna hit it for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might want to learn how to drink a lot of water. Let's just say that, because them meals catch up to you fast, super fast. No cap.
Get your jumping jacks when you get to the truck stop.
Boy, jumping jacks is crazy. You start hitting jumping jack, boy, you gonna look mighty freaky out there. You know what I'm saying? All right, back to some pros. Owner operator, I told y'all about the money. Location flexibility, your job, your demand, pretty much anywhere. I mean, you pretty much go anywhere and get a job. Like, you're gonna be doing different type of work when you get there. Like in Seattle or Minnesota, you'll probably be doing more logs, stuff like that. You come down to Houston, you'll be able to work out the port. You know what I'm saying? Like, Atlanta just have terminals everywhere, so Atlanta's like a mecca. Like, you go anywhere in Atlanta and Florida and LA is very rare for work. Like, you can get work going into LA or into Florida, but coming out, that's the difference. So, and then you got different type of like I said, like earlier, like flatbed, tankers, dry van. You also can do like home daily loads and stuff like that, where, I mean, you might just be delivering food to grocery stores locally, places like Cisco and stuff like that. So, you got your options, big dog. You also, side note, I had got my passport because I was owner operator and they wanted me to deliver in Canada. So that's something else you can look forward to. You get paid to take trips, basically. Real quick, I know we're doing this video. I promise I'm gonna get back to it. One time, I went to LA. I love the vibe of LA so much. I ended up staying out there for 2 weeks. Let me tell you something. Don't be like me. I don't know what the fuck I did. All I know is that when I left, it was because I needed to. That bank account was screaming. It was like, help, nigga, go drive. So, yeah. All right. Okay. Back into the cons, relationships. We already got into that. It can strain you. It could be like I've had times where I went on the road and something happened back home. Like, I've gotten into an argument or something like that. That shit is like, bro, you feel so powerless. Like, you can't do anything. Even if something happens while you're away, like you're like thousands of miles away, bro. There's nothing you can do. So you need to be prepared for that and try to keep like the home life. Try to keep that motherfucker sold up. Cause that shit's up. You got anything that you feeling like when I used to leave, anything that you ever thought of that might be something that might not be on the list?
I guess more so not a con for you, but like a con for me if like you did have a breakdown or something and you were stuck out for a long period of time. I just worried about you, especially if it was like crazy places like the middle of New Mexico or like
Albuquerque.
Just getting stuck in like those outlandish places. I'm like, I hope he's okay, or like, you know.
Okay.
And as much as he could talk to me and tell me like what's going on, you just can't help but worry.
Yeah,
That's all it is.
I feel it. Look, the Albuquerque story, if y'all drop it in the comments that y'all want that, I'll tell y'all about Albuquerque. I ain't gonna lie. Albuquerque was crazy, boy. I'm back, my fault. What else we did? Oh, long hours. Now, I know y'all heard me say 11 hours. We're talking 11 hours every day. You do get a 34-hour reset on the weekends most time where, like, they cannot make you move. It's a violation of DOT, which we will get into next. But, like, you get 34 hours wherever you are to just chill, coast, spend that time how you want, Uber, get a rental. Like, I've been making the most out of mine. So, my My time truck driving has been amazing. I know a lot of people that are not like that. A lot of people stay in the truck. They kind of make it lame for real. Like you making all this bread, and the only thing you do is like eat out. You kind of asking for it, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? As far as eating, just a quick tip. I think I'm gonna probably do a whole nother video on eating because that shit is difficult in itself. But if you make your schedule to where like when you wake up in the morning, you're gonna be at a truck stop. You go in there, you get the stuff that you need for the morning, and you do not stop driving for that 8 hours. That's your solution. Stop stopping so much. Like if you keep stopping, for one, you're delaying your deliveries, which delays your money. And two, you're gonna go in there and you're gonna catch the temptation, you're gonna eat. Wake up, grab your coffee, grab your water. If you're gonna eat breakfast, I don't eat breakfast, but if you're gonna eat breakfast, grab your breakfast and go to work, bro. Like, stop acting like you gotta stop every 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? Like, even when it comes to pissing, once you're a truck driver, you know how we piss. So, like, stop it. Like, you know what I'm saying? All right. That was side note, my bad. You get limited social interaction, obvious. You work up to 70 hours a week. You can't work up to 70 hours a week. But like I said, you gotta take 34 hours off before you drive again. Now, DOT inspections, we're gonna get into that. All right, look. They are not nice. They do not care. They do not love you. They are not your friends. Like, no cap. DOT is your op. When you become a truck driver, them folks, hey, them enemies right there, okay? Their only job is to take yours. I don't give a fuck what nobody else says. They trying to catch you lacking.
Public enemy number one.
They literally, like, now don't get me wrong. I do believe that you're supposed to do what you do at all times. Like, you make sure your truck good at all times. They show for different reasons. You don't want nobody getting hurt on the road, on your account. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want none of that. But they gonna make sure that they find something, even if your truck's squeaky clean. So you need to be super squeaky clean. Like, you doing it for the safety of others. I ain't gonna lie, they doing it because the last trucker pissed them off. That's how I go. Job stability, high demand, the independence. Oh, working alone. Like, if you're not a people person, trucking is definitely for you. I be in a truck and I don't talk to nobody that I don't call. You feel me? Like, now you not, you might want to start getting online, start getting creative with the with your accounts. Start posting more, because that's the only way people gonna talk to you. They gonna forget about you, boy. So if you got a Facebook, you better post on Facebook. If you got Instagram, you better post on Instagram. Other than that, boy, them folks don't know where you at, what you doing. They don't care. So you gonna have to remind them who you are if you wanted to stay interactive. Other than that, call your family, check on them. But people got lives, so they're not gonna always be available. So that's why it's better to make yourself more attractive for them to call. Like, make yourself more available. Location flexibility, owner operator. Yeah. Benefits. Everybody got health insurance. Everybody got like benefits. Anyway, that's it. I think we're gonna make more. You got anything else you want to add? Anything I missed?
Yes, I have a question.
Oh, what's good?
You've been doing trucking for a long time.
I think 6 years.
Yeah. And would you say you're mostly money driven by it? As to why you've been doing it for so long?
Like to this day?
Yeah, like what, I guess, has kept you in the game for so long? You've listed a lot of pros and cons. So like what has like outweighed the cons that made it like worth it to keep doing it?
Oh, it's definitely the growth. Like, for one, it's the variety. So like in your field, you can do so much. You can do so many different type of trucking jobs that it keeps it interesting. Like, even if you get bored of one, you can go right to another, and you still know what you're doing, but it's still a new learning process. It's still a new experience. You can experience new companies. You can, like, the travel never gets old. And even with even with that, there's different levels of pay amongst like being a company driver. But then you also have that same ability to be that flexible within your own company and make even more money. Like, the most I ever made in a year is $400,000. With that, I probably was still home 3 days out the week.
Yeah.
And so when I came home, like, I was vibing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like no big deal. So that probably just like the potential of it is what keeps me. It's like it's diverse. You don't get stuck, and like if you buckle down, you shut the fuck up and you just work for real. Like you could be 4 or 5 trucks in a year. Like if you just focus on the growth, and you can never have to work again. Like unfortunately, I like doing shit. So you know what I'm saying? I spend a little bread that come my way, but yeah. I like that question.
I like that.
All right, y'all. My little sister called me. She interrupted our video. Jasmine, stop. All right, but baby had another question.
I had another question. So for someone who is new to trekking, say like how you said your friend came and asked you about trekking, right? What is the hump to get over? So someone who's like, dang, some of these cons, like the time away, the inspections kind of scare me. Like if you were to give them like pretty much advice for something, like what is the hump to get over? Like if you could just get past like the long hours, you're good. Like if you could just get past this, you're good. Like what is that?
What's the most difficult? Like which one is like?
Oh yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
So, like if you can get past this, you'll be good to go. Like
honestly, for a lot of people, it wasn't for me until later. But for a lot of people say it's the time away. They say it's the time away. It strains on relationships, whether it's like a actual like your wife, your woman, or whether it's like family, because like you miss birthdays, you miss you know what I'm saying, graduations. So like that hits a lot of people. For me, I think if you can get over like mindless driving, like I feel like the detriment to most drivers is that they don't have a plan for driving. So like, you know how like you go to work every day and then like it sort of feels like repetitive, and after a while like it's draining and stuff like that. Like for day-to-day work, that's cool because you get off, you go home, you probably go indulge in a hobby, you might go hoop or something like that.
Yeah.
But in trucking, you don't. When you get off, you lay down in that truck.
Yeah.
So you don't get to go home to family, you don't get to go home to reset. So not having a goal for being out there makes it 20 times more difficult.
Yeah.
Than if you were just, you know what I'm saying, like home doing it or something like that. So that's probably what I would say, because that's what kept me motivated, is that I can smile about the graduations and like still be happy and cheer for everybody, because I knew that once I got my trucking company, I'll be able to do so much more for everybody. And then that's what happened.
Yeah.
And it was like
yeah.
So yeah,
I
that's
like that.
no cap. That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. But all right, well, like I said, y'all gotta drop the shit below to tell me what y'all want next.
Or if you have any more questions.
Yeah, any more questions? Please like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you thought of the video. Tell me, was I ass? Was I terrible? Did I say too many times? Probably so. So, all right, that's it. Also, this is my wife. Follow her. Subscribe to her channel. This is at J2Fit. She is a trainer. I don't know if she's gonna do training videos, but we vlog and we be having fun like a motherfucker. So. All right.